Hello all, welcome to part 42 of Python tutorial. In this session, we are going to get started with object-oriented programming concepts in Python. That is, I'm going to start with classes and objects in Python. So let's get started guys. First of all, the very basic thing that you have to understand in object-oriented programming concepts is what exactly is a object. Okay, the very basic thing that we have to understand to get started with object oriented programming concepts is what exactly is an object. Object in simple terms is a real world entity. Okay, what is the meaning of the real world entity? In this real world, whatever you can see, that is a real world entity guys. On my table I have a water bottle, I have a mobile phone, I have a laptop, I have a mouse, I have a mouse pad, I have a table. Okay, and I have a lot of things before me, right? All these are real world entities. Okay, if I go outside my home, then on the road I'll see a lot of cars, buses, okay, other big buildings, shops, shopping malls, and all these are real world entities, guys. Anything in this real world is a real world entity, guys. Starting with your watch, belt, okay, pen, book. You can the examples are endless, right? So to represent these kind of real world entities in the Python programs, okay, we have to create objects. In Python, to represent this kind of real world entities, we have to use objects. We have to create objects, guys. Okay, that is a way of representing the real world entities in this real world into the Python programming as objects. So hope you guys understood what exactly are the objects now, right? Object is a real world entity that everything that you see in this real world, like a pen, book, paper, whatever it is, okay, that is a real world entity. Examples I have already given just now: water bottle, mobile phone, laptop, mouse, pen, book. All these things are real world entities. Okay, how to represent them? How to represent the real world entities in this Python programming? With the help of objects. Okay, we have to create objects, guys. Okay, objects need to be created in Python to represent the real world entities. That means objects in Python programming are nothing but real world entities in the real world. Okay, representation of the real world entities. Objects are nothing but the representation of the real world entities. Okay, fine. Now let's go with the class case. Okay, after you understood, hope you understood what exactly is an object now. Now the time has come for us to understand what exactly is a class. Okay, after you understand the object, you have to understand other term known as class case. What is a class? Class. Class is like a template case. Okay, class in simple words is a template, or you can call that as a blueprint, or okay, it's like a factory, guys. Okay, factory which produces these objects. Okay, class in Python programming is nothing but a template or blueprint or factory for creating this kind of objects. With the help of the class template, we can create objects. Okay, we can create objects. Okay, so if I take an example of a class, a car class. Okay, let's assume that this car is a class. Using this car class, we can create real world cars. What are the different real world cars we have? A lot of cars are there in the world, right? For example, I want to represent a real world car like okay, Honda Amaze. Honda Amaze in India, Honda Amaze, right? Swift VDI, another car model in India. Okay, we have Audi, Audi some model, okay, some model X. Then okay, Mercedes Benz. Like this, any cars you can create, guys. Any models, any cars. Okay. So here, these are the real world entities, right? If I go onto the road, I see all these cars on the road, right? If I have to represent such kind of real world entities, we have to create objects. But using what we have to create objects? Using the template. Here, car is the template, guys. Okay. Using the template like car, we can create this kind of real world objects, real world cars. Here car is like a class, and here this real world representations are nothing but objects. Okay, so now hope you understood what is a class. Class is like a template or blueprint or factory using which we can create this kind of objects. Okay, Class is like a template, blueprint, or factory using which we can create this kind of objects. Fine. Okay. So creating class in Python. Now guys, I don't want to go so deep right away. Okay. For now, you just understand the basics of the object-oriented programming concepts. You just need to understand what is an object, what is a class. Okay. Object is a real world entity representation in the Python programming, whereas class is a template, blueprint, or factory for creating the objects in the Python program. For now, that is enough, guys. Okay. These two things I'm going to demonstrate in a detailed manner in the upcoming sessions. Okay. We just started, guys. Here we are understanding the concepts. Okay. Practically, I'm going to give you a lot of examples on objects and classes, and in this example also I will take. Okay. I'll create a car class and I'll create different type of object representations which got created from the car class template. All these things I'll practically demonstrate the coming sessions, guys. For now, we are just getting started. Okay. So just to understand the syntax of the class and object in Python, I'll be demonstrating this stuff. Okay. Here I'm going to demonstrate this class. I'll create some sample class, and I'll try to create an object using that class. Okay. So car is a template, right? Using the template, I'll create an object. Okay, how to create object, how to create the class in Python. Okay, all this stuff I am going to explain, guys. This is the basic stuff, guys. Okay, this is not the real stuff. The real stuff you'll get in the upcoming sessions. Okay, slowly we'll understand more about objects and classes and what is the purpose and all. You will understand in the upcoming sessions. Just to get used to the syntax. Okay, just to get started or getting used to the syntax of this class and objects in Python, I'm just starting here. Okay, so no hurries, let's learn step by step. Okay, first of all, let me create a class. Okay, here I opened this PyCharm IDE, guys. Here I opened the PyCharm IDE. Here we have this sample Python file under this project, right? Sample Python file is there in this project. In this Python file, I am going to create a class. How to create a class in Python? We have to use a keyword known as class keyword followed by the name of the class. Let's say car. Okay, car is the name of the class I'm giving. Here I'm creating a class having the name as car. That's what is happening. After that, I have to provide this colon. Then here under this class, you can create variables and functions. Okay, under this class, you can create variables and functions. Till now, we have not created any class till the previous sessions, right? We have not created any class. Now I have created a class. Under the class, I'll be creating the variables and functions. You already know what are variables and functions as explained in the previous sessions. First, let me create a variable, guys. Say wheels is equal to 4. Okay, wheels is equal to 4 is the variable and value, and one function I'll create. How to create functions in Python, guys? Def is a keyword, right? Def start car function. Okay, start car. Here I'll simply write a sample print statement saying car started. This is a very sample example, guys. Don't think this is a reality. So you'll understand more why we have to create class, why we have to create objects using the class. All those things you will understand later, guys. Okay, the purpose will be understood later. For now, we are getting started. We are getting used to the Python programming in terms of the class and objects, object-oriented concepts. Okay, so for now, as a sample, I created a car class. Okay, a class having the name car. Under that, one variable is there, one sample variable is there, one sample function is there. And here one more thing, guys. Okay, if you create this function directly outside the class, that is called as a function. Okay, for example, not inside the class but outside the class, if I create a function def sample fun, okay, sample function, if I create, and here print of, here sample, inside sample function, if I write here, this particular function is outside the class or inside the class. This function is outside the class. This is called as a function, guys. Okay, whatever the thing I have written here is this is called as the below is a function in Python, right? But if the same function is created inside the class, then terminology wise, though it looks like a function, terminology wise, we have to call this function as a class, sorry, a method. Okay, terminology wise, we have to call this function as a method. The below is a method in Python. Okay, a function which is there, a function which is created outside the class is called as a function. A function which is created inside the class, under the class, is known as a method. What is that called as? Method, guys. Okay. Here also I provided, guys. Just see, here also I provided. Function which is created inside the class in Python is known as method, whereas function which is directly created inside the Python file outside the class is known as a normal function. Okay, it's a normal function, but this function is of a method type. Okay, it's a method. You can call that as a method. Here inside this class, what we have created, a sample variable and a sample method we created. It's not a function, guys. It's a method, because this function which is there inside the class is known as a method. Hope you are able to understand. How many methods are there under this class? Only one method. You can create any number of methods, guys. Okay. Here I created only one variable and one method, but you can create any number of variables and any number of methods inside the or under the class. Okay. And here this one is a function, guys. Okay. If you create the same function outside the class, that is called as a function, but inside the class, that is called as a method. Fine. So far so good, right? Here I created the class template. Okay, I created the class template or blueprint or factory. Using this, what we can create, as I mentioned here, using this class template or blueprint or factory, we can create what, guys? Using this class template, blueprint or factory, we can create what? We can create objects. That is, we can create real world entities. For example, I'll create something like this. How to create object then? What is the syntax? Now you understood how to create a class in Python, but how to create objects in Python? Simple, guys. Copy the class name and provide the circular brackets. That's it. This statement is creating an object for the car class. Using the car class template, we are creating an object. So this is object creation statement, guys. Okay. The below is the object creation statement. Okay. So for using which class template we have created the object? Using the car class template, we created one object. The moment you say like this, okay, the moment you create an object for the car class like this, using the car class template like this, in the computer memory, okay, let's say this is the computer memory. In the computer memory, the moment you write this statement, the name of the class followed by the circular brackets, if you provide, that is nothing but the object creation statement in Python, guys. Okay, object got created in the memory. In the memory, in this complete computer memory, somewhere some reserved memory will be, okay, some memory will get reserved for this. The memory will get reserved for this object. Object got created, guys. Okay, so here some object, guys. I don't know what is the name of the object. I'm simply saying object one. For the object one, some memory got reserved in the computer memory. Okay, the object got created, and in the memory, some space got reserved for this object one. That's one thing. Good. Now, how to refer to this memory? How to refer to this object memory? So if you remember, guys, variables also, if you store data into your in Python, if you store data, okay, using what you are accessing the data from your computer, using the variable names, right? Using the variable names. Similarly, objects can also be accessed using the kind of variable names, and we call that as object references. Okay, here I'll say, so using some name, I'll access this object that got created. Okay, this statement has already created the object, but in the memory, to refer to this memory, we need some name, right? Some name we have to use to refer, like the similar to variable names, some name we have to use for referring this reserved memory for the object in the computer memory. Okay, that is called as object reference. Okay, that name is called as object reference, guys. For example, here I'll say this object I am assigning. Okay, this object that got created using the statement, I am assigning that to a kind of variable. I'll call that variable as HMAS. Okay, HAMAS. Okay, HMAS, something like this. Okay, HMAS, some variable name I am giving. Okay, so this is called as object reference, guys. Okay, it's not a variable, guys. It is an object reference. Okay, because what this object reference is referring to, it is referring to the object created by this statement. Okay, object creation statement. This particular reference is referring to the, now you see here, HMAS. Okay, this object reference is referring to the object in the computer memory. Okay, it's referring to the object in the computer memory. Fine. Now, using this object reference, we can access this variables and methods under the class. Under the class, we have some sample variables and methods, right? Here in this example, we have only one variable and one method. So in order to access these properties of this class, okay, we can also call these variables and methods of the class as a properties of the class. Okay, in order to access this variables and methods, that is properties of the class, we have to use object reference. What is object reference here? The kind of variable which is referring to the memory, object memory in the computer memory is nothing but the object reference, right? Which is storing this, which has the location address of this newly created object, right? That is called as the object, this object reference. Using this object reference only we can access these things. So let's say I'm using the object reference dot wheels. I'm accessing the wheels, guys, okay? Can I directly say print of wheels? Is it possible? If I say print of wheels, what's happening, guys? I'm already getting error. Can I access this variable which is there under the one of the property of the class, that is variables, wheels variable? Can I access it directly outside the class by using the print statement? I'm getting error, guys. So this is not possible. Okay, this is not possible. When I say print wheels, it's not possible to access this, right? Then how to access this? One of the property of this car class. For that, you have to use the object reference of this class. Okay, what is the object reference? This is the object reference. If I say h amaze dot wheels, the error will be gone. Using the object reference, you have to access this. Okay, you cannot access this particular variable which is created inside the class. If this particular variable is outside the class, let's say a is equal to 9. Here a is a variable, right? A is a variable, and is that under the class? Is this variable a under the class? No, right? And I'm assigning some value, say 9. I'm assigning some value, say 9 to that. If I have to access this variable, you see, I can simply access print of a. No problem, I can directly access because this variable is outside the class. But whatever the variable I am talking about here, wheels variable is not outside the class, it's inside the car class. In order to access this, okay, we have to first create an object for the class, car class. In this example, we have to create an object for the car class like this. After the object got created, we have to create an object reference like this. Okay, we have to assign that object to the one object reference like this. Okay, some object reference like this. Using the object reference, we can access the wheels because the wheels is inside the class. Using the object reference only, we can access the wheels. Hope you are able to understand. Okay, now run this code. This will work. Okay, you see error is not coming anyhow. Run this code. It will print the wheels. You see wheels. Similarly, how to call this method? Is this method outside? Is this particular function or method is inside the class or outside the class? If I have this another function here, let's say uh, sample. Okay, we have this sample here, and inside sample, I will say inside sample. If I have to call this function is not inside the class, right? Function is not inside the class. So if I have to call this function, simply I will say sample. That's it. This particular statement will call the function, and the function will be called. If you run this code, inside sample will be printed somewhere. Okay, but here, can I call the start car also in the same way? Let's see whether I can call the start car, which looks like a function. It's a method, right? Start car is a method. Can I call this start car? You see, I'm getting error. The reason here is start car is one of the property of this car class. Okay, this variable and method belong to the car class. And to access this properties of the car class, I have to create an object reference, and using the object reference only I can access. Here, if I say h mazd dot start car, error is gone. Run this code, it will work now. Okay. Now you see, to access the properties of the class, we have to create an object for that, and we have to create the object reference referring to that object, and using that object reference we have to access the variable sign, and you can also call the methods inside the car class using that object reference. And one more thing, guys. Okay, now you understood the small basics about the class, objects and all. You can create any number of objects, guys. Next thing is that you can create here only one object I created. Similarly, you can create one more object. Okay, here I can create one more object, car. Okay, this will create another object. Second object is being here, already one object got created. Now this statement is creating the class name followed by circular brackets will create another object. Okay, this object I am assigning to another object reference, say svdi. Okay, another car. Okay, like this svdi dot wheels, like this I have to access. Okay, using the object reference of the second object, I can access the wheels also. Okay, like this you can create any number of objects. Swift VDI. Okay, now svdi dot star car. Swift VDI should start, right? Swift VDI should start. Here we are starting the Honda Amaze car. Here we are starting the Swift VDI car. Like this, guys. Using this is a template, right? Using the template, you can, it's a template or blueprint or factory using which you can create any number of objects. You can create any number of objects using the template or blueprint, or using this template or blueprint, or using this class factory, you can create any number of objects. Here first object is created here, right? This is the first object. Okay, first object created here, and using the object reference of the first object, we have access the wheels, and also we call the method inside the class. Okay, Honda Mesh start car. Okay, it's starting the Honda Mesh car. Here another second object created here. Okay, here what we are doing, we are creating the second object created. Okay, here second object got created, and we created one more object reference, say SVDA, Swift VDA. Using that object references, we are accessing this variable property of the class, and also we are calling the method of this class, that is start car method. So we can create any number of objects, guys. There is no limit. And final thing, guys, final thing, we are almost done. Okay, we are almost done, guys. Using the object reference, we are able to access the variables and methods of the class. We are already done. And also I showed you how to create objects and how to create the object reference also. Okay, using the object reference, we can access the variables and methods of the class. Everything is clear. But there's one more thing, guys, that you may have not understood. That is, when I create a function inside a class, when I create a function, you are getting a keyword known as self keyword by default. Okay, you see, if I create one more function here, you see ref stop car. The moment I provide circular brackets, you see automatically my PyCharm IDE is adding this self keyword. What is this self keyword? Why it is required? Okay, you say when I create a function outside the class, is any self keyword here? Inside this function, is there any self keyword? No, right? But when I create a function inside the class, under the class, automatically self keyword is coming. What is that self keyword then? What is that self keyword? Why it is coming here? When I create a methods inside the class, okay, when I create methods inside the class, self keyword is coming. But when I create functions outside the class, self keyword is not coming. But why the self keyword is coming for the methods I'm creating under the class? What is the purpose of that? All the stuff I'll explain in the next session, guys. Okay, let me not cover this self keyword here because you'll get confused. So first thing is that we have to understand what is an object. Object is a any real world entity, guys. If you want to represent any real world entity in the Python programming, we have to create objects in Python. Okay, by creating the objects in Python, we are representing the real world entities in this real world. Okay, like bottle, pen, book, car, anything. Okay, so and what is a class? Class is like a template or blueprint or factory using which you can create any number of objects. Okay, you can represent any number of real world entities. Okay, using this class template, you can create any number of real world entities, that is objects. Okay, here as I mentioned, right, using this class template, we can create any number of objects like Honda Mesh, Swift VDA. Using the class car template, we can create Honda Mesh car object, Swift VDA object, Audi, Mercedes, some so and so and so on. Okay, so that's what is a class. And under the class, we can create the variables and functions, but functions that got created under the class are called as methods, whereas functions created outside the class are known as functions only. Okay, so that also you understood. You can create any number of variables and methods under the class, and to access the properties of this class, that is variables and methods which are got created under the class, right, we have to first create an object for the class, and using the object reference of that class, okay, using that object reference of that object, we can access the variables and methods of the class. Okay, we can only access the properties of the class by creating the object reference. First we have to create object, and for that object we have to assign to the object reference, and using that object reference we have to access the variables and methods of the class. And there is one more thing known as self keyword, which I will be explaining later. So in this session we are just getting started with the classes and objects in Python, guys. We are getting started with the object oriented programming concepts, and the basic things are class and objects. I'm going to give you more examples on class and objects and help you in understanding them in a better way, okay? The realistic way, but not now, in the upcoming sessions, okay? Then in the next session, I will go with the self keyword, guys, where you'll understand the purpose of the self keyword. So that's it, guys. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye.